Very good morning. It's the last day of the festival here in Doha.
And this is Air Sports News.
It was an absolute pleasure to stay in Doha, Qatar for the last 5 weeks, presenting the International Military Parachuting Championships and then the Qatar Balloon Festival, which was a thrilling adventure every single day, with stunning views, amazing people, long flights over the city and the desert, plus meeting such fantastic pilots and other people, with night fiestas with thousands of spectators, good vibes and great music. Everything with beautiful balloons literally everywhere. You know, I really hope I can be back there again next year, and I hope you can visit this place as well. We'll be back in Qatar today for a minute with more amazing videos I recorded while I was there. But now I'm back here in Toronto. My name is Regan Tetlow, and right before Christmas, I'm inviting you to watch our show, share it, like it, and subscribe as well. Let's begin the one and the only Air Sports News. Let's start with fresh news from Friedrichshafen city in Germany, hometown of the great Zeppelin's airships, where last week the radio-controlled airship pilots gathered for the second FEI Open International F7B Model Championships. The competition took place as part of the Fascination Model Bull Regatta, a weekend-long event with displays and training flights and a question and answer session for the visitors about the helium airships. For the exciting FAI Category 2 competition, 9 pilots entered from Germany and other countries. The pilot Alexandra Richter won the first place ahead of Andres Burkhardt and Eric Fink, with the USA's Mark Summers narrowly missing a place on the podium. Congratulations. So the end of the year is always a time to summarise world rankings in different air sports, and we've just received the fresh Paramotor World Cup results. Take a look. Due to the impact of COVID-19 on the organisation of FAI Category 1 and FAI Cat 2 competitions, SEMA requests to extend the 2020 season for another year until 21, so that these results collected together rank from 20 and 21. National scores for PF1 category are Czech Republic on first place, France is second and Poland third. In the individual classifications, Naif Al-Balushi took the first place, Lubos Halame from the Czech Republic finished second, and Dimitros Kaliakos on third. In the PL1 category, Qatar pilots took everything with a huge advantage on the second Polish team and third Spanish team. In the overall individual rank, Saeed Mahalia from Qatar becomes a new World Cup winner with his teammate Haya Al-Habibi on second and Wojciech Bojdal from the Polish team in third. Congratulations to you all. My first special guest this week is just back from Dubai in the DIPC-6. He is without a doubt one of the most incredible canopy pilots the world has ever seen, and he's just hit 100 career gold medals in canopy piloting. This is Kurt Bartholomew. 100 competition gold medals.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Tell me a bit about that. How long has that taken?
So this is the end of my 13th season.
Yeah.
My first competition season was 2009. And yeah, into 2021 is 13 seasons of competing. I did like 136 competitions in my career so far.
Yeah.
So quite a few.
Wow. Do you know how many medals you actually got in total?
It's right around 160. I think it's like 159-ish.
Yeah.
Something right in there.
And 100 golds out of all that. I mean, it's really incredible for any athlete. How was Dubai? Tell me about the competition. I know you were doing a bit of commentating. You in Genie, I saw.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really good to be back there. You know, we haven't been back since 2017, and it's been a long season. It was a really, really long year, so I was really looking forward to just being home for the winter, and then they rescheduled it because of COVID in February. But yeah, once we got out there, man, it was really nice to be back. It's such a beautiful place to do a competition, you know? it takes a solid like 5 training jumps to like just stop looking at the scenery and everything. And yeah, it's just so much fun.
I'm sure many of you want to know more from Kurt, and if you do, you need to find the Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel, where you can find the full-length interview with Kurt, with also many other interviews over the last couple of years. Don't forget to hit subscribe there as well. The fresh bulletin for the second FEI European Indoor Skydiving Championships and the fourth FEI World Cup of Indoor Skydiving 22 have been posted on the FEI ISC website. These are some of the important information for athletes and judges as well. The event will be hosted by Airspace Indoor Skydiving, located in Charleroi, Belgium, and will take place from the 5th of April to the 10th, 22. This event was originally scheduled to take place in 2020, but due to the COVID situation, it has been rescheduled. For anyone interested in judging dynamic, an FEI judges training course in dynamic will take place from the 2nd to the 5th of April 22. Minimum number of participants to commence the course is 5 people. Now, interesting news about space tourism. A Japanese billionaire, his producer, and a Russian cosmonaut have safely returned to Earth after spending 12 days on the International Space Station. Fashion tycoon Yosasu Masaoka, his producer Yozo Hirano, and Russian cosmonaut Alexander Misyukin made a soft landing in a Russian Soyuz capsule on the steppes of Kazakhstan at 9:13 a.m. on Monday, about 90 miles southeast of the Sixasquin. Manescu, 46, and his 36-year-old producer Hirano were the first self-paying tourists to visit the space station since 2009. Let's stay in space for another minute, because NASA have announced last Wednesday that the Ingenuity Mars helicopter reached a total flight time of 30 minutes during its 17th flight. The 117-second trip brought the total time in the air logged by the rotorcraft to 30 minutes and 48 seconds. As previously reported, Ingenuity became the first aircraft to operate from the surface of another planet when it successfully completed its first flight from Mars' Jezero crater on April the 19th, 2021. So many people have a dream of turning their love of air sports into a career. But what does it take to become full-time in aviation or air sports? Is it all gold and glory, or are there sacrifices as well? Laura Hampton has done just that, trading a successful career in PR to become a full-time skydiver at British Parachute Schools in Langer, UK. And I spoke to her earlier on today.
And you've made the big move in 21. You've left your corporate life and moved into full-time skydiving.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I left my full-time corporate job. So I used to be a PR director for a digital marketing agency, and I've done that for the past 7 years at the same agency. I've been in the industry for about 12 or 13 years now, but I've always skydived alongside it. It's always been my passion. And actually, it was the lockdown that meant that I put a little bit of money aside, and I was able to take the leap now. And yeah, now I'm working at Langer full-time.
How long had you been toying with the idea? Is it something you've been planning, or was it a spur of the moment thing, or what?
It's always been something that was in the back of my mind. So I've skydived for many, many years. I've been skydiving for 14 years now. My boyfriend works in the sport. My boyfriend Chris is full-time at Langer. Most of my friends are full-time professional skydivers. The only thing that was ever holding me back from taking the leap was Chimera. So I'm in a four-way team. And as we know, being in a four-way team has got its own expenses that it comes with, and I needed to work the day job to pay for that. So it really only became a realistic proposition when we had the lockdown of last year. So sadly, not being able to jump did mean that I was able to put a little bit of money aside. I've now got enough to do my team for another year at least, yes. And that meant that I could go, yeah, I'm going to do it now. So yeah, a little bit spare of the moment, but it's always been around in my head.
And the whole story from Laura is now available on our YouTube channel. Check it out, like and subscribe there as well. Aircraft manufacturer Aviation Aircraft has introduced its design for the executive cabin version of Alice, its all-electric aircraft. The six-seater executive concept is being designed to appeal to the regional corporate traveller. Aviation says Alice's pressurized cabin is 100 times quieter than the turbine-powered counterparts during takeoff and cruise, which will surely appeal to potential customers. Alice is powered by two Magni 650 electric propulsion units from Magnex, an electric motor manufacturer for electric aircraft. Aviation says deliveries could be expected as soon as 2026. So you don't often find air sports athletes that have got multiple thousands of subscribers on their YouTube channel. But there is one paramotor pilot, Tucker Gott, who has got, get ready for this, 1.5 million subscribers. So you may ask why. Maybe it's because he's flying in extremely crazy spaces. Take a look at his last achievements from the USA.
Wow. That's insane. Wow. What a freaking cliff dive.
Aviation builder and designer Orange Aerospace, under lead of John Valgastel, has joined the jet-powered wingsuit project to aid in the design and construction of the new streamlined setup. With 1.5 years delayed due to the worldwide state of affairs, the guys finally took to the skies with a test version of the wing to assess airplane exit, flight and deployment characteristics. Test pilot Jarno Cordia, together with new addition and second pilot in the project, Nick Majorcic, put the unpowered version of the wing through its paces in a series of jumps at Paracentrum at Texel in the Netherlands. Good stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing this under power. All right, Hall of Fame section. Let's do it. On the 17th of December 1947, Jackie Cochrane flew a green North American Aviation P51B Mustang to an FAI world record for speed over a 3-kilometer course. Her average speed after 2 passes on the course in each direction was 663.054 kilometers per hour for a series of 6 records set in her P51. Jackie Cochrane, who held a commission as a colonel in the United States Air Force, was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. On the 19th of December 1972, 12 days, 13 hours and 51 minutes, 59 seconds after departing the Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, the Apollo 17 Command Module America returned to Earth, splashing down in the South Pacific Ocean, approximately 350 miles southeast of Samoa. 3 ring sail main parachutes are deployed at an altitude of 10,500 feet and slowed the capsule to 22 miles per hour before it hit the ocean surface. On the 20th of December 1957, the first production Boeing 707 jet-powered commercial airliner made its first flight at Renton, Washington. Alex Tex Johnson, Boeing's chief of flight test, was in command, with co-pilot James Gannett. Poor weather limited the first flight to just 7 minutes. The new airliner landed at Boeing Field, and later that day a second flight was made, this time with a duration of 1 hour 11 minutes. Also on the 20th of December 1934, William Ken Ibble lifted off from Middle River, Maryland, taking the Martin M130 Clipper for its first flight. The M130 was airborne for approximately 1 hour, flying at 1,200 feet. It reached 160 miles per hour. It was the first of 3 Martin flying bolts built for Pan American Airways, used to inaugurate the first commercial trans-Pacific air service from San Francisco to Manila. So as promised, we are returning one more time back to Qatar, and I'm leaving you with all the best shots from the balloon baskets that I personally recorded after making multiple flights over the Qatar landscape. It really was a spectacular 10 days. So before we go, please like our content, comment if you want to as well, share and subscribe. And you can also contact with our crew via email or with me directly on Twitter. So as always, stay safe and keep your eyes on the skies.
I feel I've been addicted to the moments passing by, but I know they're never wasted, 'cause I've lost